We do this every fucking time. So the Moos and Boooks event has just ended, and
it was a rousing success. It was even better than I anticipated. We had children and adults come in costume. Everybody that came just stayed for
the entire event.
Like the entire time. It was so nice.
It was great.
We encourage people that keep trying to camera this way, please, to drop the clothespin in the bottle, and we had the drop the hoop over the milk bucket and cornhole, and then the calves are behind us, and they got read to so much that they all had to take a nap. And all together, we had just shy of 70 people.
Wow, and we made some sales, even though that wasn't a hallmark of the day
at all.
So,
and the library so nicely pulled books from the shelves for all reader levels, and
the weather is phenomenal. Wow, what a day!
And the Waldeboro Hannaford donated cider to us. It was supposed to be hot chocolate originally because last
we had to
weekend
switch
was
to cider.
50,
and it was so cold, warm.
It's 70 degrees on October 28th. Go figure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am thrilled. I got to see kids in costume
and parents came in costume.
And parents in costume.
We weren't the only adults.
And talk to
gnomes.
people. And Ellie was just the bestest dog today.
Good girl, Puppers. She gets Homeland, head of Gnomeland Security. Puppers.
She was also helping return the cornhole bags.
Okay, I've been up and down the top of this ladder a few times trying to figure out how to mount this new camera. So I think I got it set. I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can avoid going up and down too many more times. Okay, I think that might suit. We'll go get the unit and see if it'll mount on there. Seems secure enough. It's not centered, but as good as I can get it one-handed. And on top of a ladder. All right. I hope this holds this damn thing. Let's see, I don't know exactly how to put this, but that's got that. Let's put these antennae up like that, I hope. Maybe one way, one the other. No, they only go one way. So there's that. I've got the connection to the solar panel. I'm just gonna leave it as is for now and get the thing mounted out here. Gonna tuck the wire up here for the moment. Just get it wrapped up. You probably can't see just for now, temporarily, because I'm gonna have to move this. There's only, all right, there's the camera. There's only 3 feet. There's the new solar panel is here. That's the old one for the 2 nifty lights we put in here. So this is a 360-degree camera. It shows an orange thing. I don't know what that means. Okay, I guess that means it's charged or charging or active. All right, there's a light on there. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so I've got the camera installed. It seems to be working great, but it has pretty good 360 view. I can look to the back corner of the barn and see. I wouldn't be able to read a tag or an ear number or something with this if we had those, but it allow us to give a basic view inside the barn and then outside where I'm standing, hopefully into the new cow area that we're going to create, the covered feed area. And hopefully it would allow us to just check in on the cows throughout the day if we need to. This hopefully will allow us come calving season, starting in mid-December, will just allow us to monitor the cows. The cows really, when they're calving, hate to be observed up close. And so a lot of times you can miss what's going on because the cow will hide the fact that she's about to give birth, wait for you to leave. She'll drop the calf. That happened to us before. So we like to be there. We like to monitor the cows when they're giving birth. Our cows are gentle enough. We can be with them when they give birth. If we catch it, it's fine, but it's just being able to check in on them from time to time just really makes a big difference. Okay, one more little fill-in task that I try and do at least once a week. And it's not my favorite job. And in fact, I see some of what I'm talking about right here. Don't know if you can catch this, but picking up this crap. Agricultural plastics. They drive me crazy. You will hear me moan about it regularly, and you'll probably get sick of it, and I'll still do it because the stuff gets everywhere. Microplastics are beyond a fact of life these days. As the plastics break down, they get everywhere, in the soil, in our bodies, in our blood, blah, blah, blah. Not good, and it's a pain to deal with. And furthermore, what really bothers me here in the States is that agricultural plastics are non-recyclable. And that means I just have to throw them away. I try and reuse material, so I'm only throwing stuff away once or whatever. I don't even quite know how to explain this, but anyway, you'll get it in a minute. In Ireland, they have a great thing. It's a big bin that you actually, you cut the plastic in the first bag in a certain way. You take it off the bale, you put it in, and then you can throw all the other plastics in a hopper. And this is just basically a big plastic ring that helps hold the bag to the bale wrap as a bag to fill with other bale wrap, and then you tie it up and you take it to landfill, or they come and recycle it. That would be genius. And there is so much of this stuff going in the landfill. It could be recycled. Something should happen with it. It should not be thrown away. Anyway, it's an unpleasant task, and unpleasant tasks don't get done. It has to be easy. It has to be clean to just do it. And as many times as I've tried to just take the stuff and straight away deal with it, it never seems to happen. And I don't understand why. It's probably a lot to do with me personally and my attitude towards the stuff. I've got a bad attitude, as you can tell. But it just isn't easy, and it's certainly not fun. If it was just a touch, and if it had a purpose, if we were actually recycling it and there was a way to do it, I might be more on top of it. But typically when I'm unwrapping a bale, it's at night, just before I do it, just before I'm milking or just after I'm milking. So it's dark usually by the time we're bale feeding. And in the mornings, I'm racing to do the next set of things. So the wrap just gets pushed aside in a pile. And then on a day like today, when I think, I'd like to go in and have a cup of coffee, but maybe I should do something else and then have a cup of coffee. Well, this is what I'm going to do today. Oh, this looks like a pile of junk, and it is. It is the heat hut where the wood boiler is, and in the next couple weeks I'm going to have to unbury this place. But what I've been doing over the summer is I've been saving feed sacks, because soon once we switch to the big grain bin, we won't be getting a lot of feed sacks, and certainly not these plasticky ones. So I've been saving the feed sacks to use as garbage bags to throw away the bale wrap. And I can usually fit 2 bales worth in each bag. and they only charge us they charge us $1 a bag to come and pick them up and throw them away, or I could haul them in for free, but that would actually cost me more because I'd have to drive and take time, and yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is 5-6 bale wraps, and I'm going to put them in the bags and throw them away. I came out to the barn to check the cows, and the very naughty cows have helped themselves to the pig and calf bedding hay. I've had to pen the cows in the barn today, much to the fact I didn't want to do that, largely because we got 2-3 inches of rain last night, and where we were feeding them out at the hay ring is now pudding. And there's nothing I can do about it. At least here they can stand on firm ground. They are kind of bullying the little kids and chucking them outside. He just ran Luna off. Oh God, don't get caught in the fence. Okay, so they've knocked the fence down. There's an electric line that goes across here to keep them out of this. They've knocked that down. Guess it's not hot. I have to get Bramble out of there. She's quite cozy. And I guess I'll give them the bales that they took and knocked down. I'll give them, oh, this one isn't harassed, I'll keep that. I'll give them the bales they've knocked down and broken open. They can bed on those. And come on. Oh, it's Nettle. Say hi, Nettle. Hi, you naughty Nettle. What you doing, sweet girl? Huh? How's my Nettle baby? Come on, let's get out of here. I don't want you to hurt your feet on the pallets, sweetheart. Come on. Hey, man, we'll get out of here. Somebody was in heat this morning, and nobody here should be in heat. Come on, Lottie, get out of here. Oh, come on, be careful, love. You can have that bale if it's so tasty. Man, pandemonium. All right, I don't have I do somewhere. I've got a stand, and I'm going to sort this out and get this line back up. Since I'm down here at Hayfest, I might as well fill up the cow's water trough. Haven't quite gotten into the rhythm of needing to look after the cows in the barn yet. Until it rained last night, and I had to keep them in the barn today. We haven't had them. Hasn't been preferable, rather, to keep them in the barn. And a matter of fact, oh, the hose is broken and it won't lock open. Shit. I gotta put you down. All right, the little clippy thing that holds the handle open was loose and broken. Thank God I didn't lose it, or this handle would have been useless for this purpose. I had to twist out on it, so now it's only spraying rather than shooting, which is probably better for filling the trough. I haven't motivated a float valve down here yet, and I'm going to have to set this up. I'm not sure this is another location for the trough. I'm trying this here. There seems to be good cow flow, and they're not bound up, and nobody's keeping any of the other cows away from it, which is good. So, except right now I've got this concrete barrier here to help keep the bedding on the inside of the barn and from escaping outside. This barn wasn't made for bedded pack like we're going to try this year, so I got to kind of make it up as I go. And I just put the trough up against that. I've got a lot of excavation and some earthwork to do inside the barnyard to get it ready for winter here next week. And I'll change the location of that trough. going to get packed down in. That's not really what I want in here, because it's going to form a long fibrous mat. And it's just going to be a pain to clean out of here. It means I'm going to have to clean the barn a lot sooner than I was expecting. I was just going to tomorrow add another load of sawdust in here, mix this in, and that would have been a good foundation for a bedded pack. But with this hay in here, that's going to clog things up. I'm just going to have to clear this and start over again. But it's better this, better they're happy, better they got something. There was plenty of silage out for them. I guess they got bored being in here. It's too wet for them to go anywhere out on pasture. I thought about clearing down below, but I just haven't had time, and I'm still not feeling great after the accident. I just have no energy. I'm sore, oddly sore. I know I got hit by a Mack truck, but I didn't expect to feel this like this almost a week after the accident. When I didn't feel this bad closer to the accident. So I don't feel like I'm getting anything accomplished, which is incredibly frustrating, because there's a lot of projects that are time dependent now that absolutely have to get done before the ground freezes. And so the clock is ticking, and I'm just feeling all this pressure to get stuff done in the remaining good weather. Now, we could have a great winter. We could have a great late winter where it doesn't really set in until January, and that'd be fantastic as far as I'm concerned right now. Because I want to clear up the barnyard. I want to clad the back of this barn with the boarding. I got to been totally stalled on firewood, and I've got to do the excavation and get this feed rail slab poured. The real problem with yesterday's rain, apart from everything else and making ground wet and where I'm trying to put stone up above wet, is there's a negative drainage issue in the barnyard, which I was supposed to have fixed by now. Just keep not getting to it. So I have to work on it this week. I'm telling you, as well as me, got to get this done in the next 7 to 10 days for sure. When it rains that hard, we have a real problem. It turns to soup, and it runs out of the barnyard, and you can see the standing water back there behind Lana, and just pumps off that hillside and down here. And also this area is a catchment for all that rainwater, and everything else floods down here. And we've got this thick slurry. We are not set up on this farm yet to deal with slurry of any kind. We're used to dry manure. Right now, I just got to try and mitigate this wetness issue so that this doesn't happen. I got to find somewhere in the next 2 or 3 days to send the cows so that I can come in here and scoop this out and add more sawdust to their bedding pack. Okay, Zoomer, what are we looking for? What do you got? Well, good morning. It is 5:45 or something like that. No, it's later than that. It's 6:30. And Ellie and I are just out here having a cup of coffee and going for a morning walk. Allison's getting everything ready and should probably be getting started milking. And I'm about to go join her. Brr. It is cold this morning, 35 degrees. And I don't think I've got enough coffee to take the chill off. But it is beautiful. Woke up, there's a nice, lovely fog across the way. We're just about to start milking, so I'm going to head down and see what those naughty cows got up to overnight after yesterday's shenanigans. First, I think I better stop in and say good morning to the calves. Still figuring out where to bring them into until I get the slab poured and the shed built off the feed alley. I don't really have a place to put them other than out here with their little hut. Bonjour, mes petits enfants. Hello, babies. How are you doing? Hi, Frick. You're looking good. Everybody warm and mostly dry. Alrighty.
That bit of silage I gave you yesterday? Good. That out there is why the cows have been in the barn for a couple days. All that rain just turned that ground into pudding. I can't even wait out there to get that ring. So I gotta figure out somewhere better to feed them. But for now, it's gonna have to be the barn. All right, coming away from babies, let's go see what those vexatious bovines have been up to overnight. Ground is just starting to dry up a bit from all that rain, which is good because I've got to clear the parking lot tomorrow in preparation of putting stone down. And I want to start an excavation down here. So, quick count of the cows, make sure everyone's alive. Gotta go look for a cow. I think it's probably, she's tucked around the back here. I don't think I can get there without getting too swamped. I'll go the other way. Trying to avoid walking through 10 inches of that. That's one of the things I'm hoping to work on today. Yeah, today could be kind of busy. I'm just looking around the corner. I can just see a cow. Right off in the distance by that old chicken coop. Trixie, what you doing there, sweetie? You gonna get up, Trix? Well, we'll check on her a little bit. She likes to go lay down there and away from everybody, but she has to walk through all that wet, which is also what I'm trying to get to fix this week. Gosh, those are some chirpy birds. It's what? It's only 35 degrees out, but I should really have gloves on. I'm so pathetic. I suffer from Raynaud's syndrome ever since I was a little kid. I don't think I only just sort of really realized what it was. And yeah, for the first little bit when I get going, even with gloves on, my fingers tips just feel like they're on fire. Anyway, this will warm them up. Just pull off flakes of the silage to feed the cows. And I should probably push up what I put out for them last night too. Looks like they ate most of it. Until we get the slab put here, there's always going to be a considerable amount of waste as it gets mixed in with the soil. Hopefully the slab will rectify that and I'll be able to keep on top of what they leave behind and push it up more often. So eager to get milked. Come on in, little cow, big and little cow.
Why does she suddenly think that her horns are a fan of her?
I don't know. They all do eventually. Big and little. Dory and Libby. Ginormina. Huh. Isn't that right? Ginormina. Yeah, when you back up, you cannot see Dory in any way.
Or the Dairy Maid.
Or the Dairy Maid. Gosh, it's beautiful out.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. We're gonna have to close these curtains soon. In the winter, in this silly parlor of ours, we close these curtains made out of old bed linens and sleeping bags, I think. Yeah, sleeping bags. Helps cut down the wind and keep it warmer in here.
course. If any group is going to poop in the parlor, it's going to be this one. That's just great. Well, at least it's the last group, but problem is I got to try and contain this. Oh, great. Yeah, this is retaliation. I had to swap out with Allison because she has a meeting, and the cows are retaliating. They don't like change in the middle of milking. At least they're not doing it. Well, I'm trying to get the clusters on them. Tasks this morning for me in here in the parlor as part of normal regular chores. I may come back and do some other maintenance later on, but I've got to wash. I've actually got to weigh the milk and pour one into the other and get it ready to haul up to the bulk tank. And I've got to rinse these down here just to get any milk residue and everything, make sure all the manure, everything's washed before we take them up above. And then I've got to clean down the parlor and get rid of that manure that got left on the floor. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to take you outside with me for a second because we don't get weather like this in October, in Maine. It's phenomenal. It's like 72 out. It's crazy and just beautiful. I'm really gonna enjoy this day. It's like we've gone to the south of France or something. It's warm, it's temperate, the light's gorgeous.
Woolly bears all have really weird stripes this year.
Don't know what that means in it. Hello, Snorks.
And again with the foot washing. They make foot washers. We don't have a place to set one up yet, but I would totally have 3 of them. Doing? Where are we setting up this thing?
Okay, so I figured this would, try and get as much of the grass as possible and cut out the trees. And then I figure we'll put some benches here and then some benches over there.
All right, I'll go get lumber.
Okay.
Let's see, set up. So remember that that's, unless you reel it back up to that corner, I guess reel it up to the blue stake.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right. Oh, we got that bench there too.
Yeah, and there's that bench there too. Why don't you grab that while you're here in Manly?
Deep netting is the devil's own tool.
One of the reasons I no longer raise sheep. All right, off to get a couple of boards for the kids to sit on because the hay bales are kind of squishy. And we don't have any idea how many people are coming. Oh, nice, you can see the rip in my crotch. Yeah. So. Oh, I need to fix this. Yeah. The lip on the edge of the driveway is a little bit of a pain. Managed to eliminate it up here where I put in all that stone for a parking area the other day. I can't believe how much nicer that is. We're gonna have to add some soil right there and get in and out of the field easier. I'm going to switch over to the forks and then pick up a couple of planks here from the sawmill. The idea is to give the kids somewhere to sit. Like I said, we have no idea how many people are coming to this, if anybody. The good news is there's a party this afternoon that Allison and I are going to go to. So we're looking forward to that, and whatever happens between now and then is almost irrelevant because we're going to get off the farm and maybe have some fun once this is all over with. All right. Putting on the forks. Frack and I hanging out. What do you say there, Fracky? Oh, he doesn't like the limelight. Connecting the wires. Good. 5.5, 5.1, good enough. Come on, kids. Come on, Freya. Come on, Frack. Let's enjoy some grass for the afternoon. Busy road, and in order to do events like this we have to put up special signage saying there's an event ahead, because back during the pandemic, first year we had a farmer's market in our field, someone got T-boned trying to pull in our driveway because no one knows how to drive slowly anymore. So I'm just walking around putting up our event ahead signs. Okay, so this is an event for readers called Moos and Boooks. Books to try and get kids to read to the calves. So we've got the thing. So their first job to read is electric fence. See if they can keep from getting zapped. Guess I got to put another sign here in front of the ample bench seating. Games over there. Free books from the library and books to read from the library. And we got cider donated by Hannaford. And so we're hoping great things will happen here. Just got to put up another sign. Probably right there. It's October, and there's a dragonfly. Signs of the apocalypse is the quinces flowering in October. Not normal.